Here today we're going to review the Case CX800 excavator made by Conrad in 1/50th scale. I just got this excavator a couple days ago. I bought it from a private collector because they're becoming very hard to find through any dealer. And I am thrilled with this model. This is really a great piece, especially for the time frame that it was made. Just an excellent piece. It's definitely going to go down as another one of my all-time favorite excavator models. And for those of you that know me, whenever I really like things, I tend to buy more than one of them. So I will definitely be looking in the very near future to add one or two more of these to my fleet, because this is maybe one of the best 80-ton class excavator models made. It does not have a ton of detail, but one of the things that I like the most is the wide track pads, because in the United States we see a lot of the wide track pads. We don't see the European style real narrow demolition pads. I have two Hitachi 870 excavators, and I'm going to be reviewing that very soon as well. And one of the things that I absolutely just despise about that model, it's an excellent model, just great overall, but one of the things that I cannot stand about it is the width of the track pads, because it's just not what we see here in the United States. But anyway, we'll move on. Start the review like I do with most of the tracked equipment, showing the tracks and the undercarriage. The tracks have great detail, and they are actually linked plastic tracks. They're not metal, so that's kind of unusual. You see the ladder there, another one over here, sprocket. You'll notice when you look at the sprocket, that's not really the way sprockets look. It is missing probably half of the teeth. Usually there would probably be twice as many teeth as that, maybe even more. The ladders are a little oversized. They're a little big for the scale, but they don't really detract from the model. We'll look at the cab next with the CX800 graphics. The cab is very plain, but does have operator controls, a seat, and things that you would expect to see. The paint match, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well, the paint match between the cab and the body is not exactly perfect. And you're probably not going to be able to see it on camera, but you can take it from me, it's not quite perfect. I mean, it's not bad. Here there's an access ladder from the catwalk up to the top of the machine with some large scale handrails. Those are a little bit out of scale as well. They're a little bit big. Zoom in on the catwalk. Catwalk is not very detailed. Graphics are nice and clean. You can see some hydraulic lines there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the model up here real quick, and I'm going to show you one of the interesting things about this model. Go ahead and swing the undercarriage around. It is kind of a tight swing. It doesn't really want to swing super easy, but these tracks pull out. Make sure I got them all the way out. Alright. They pull out quite a ways, and I think that's actually really cool. No other model, I know the CX800 demo excavator does that, but no other model besides that I'm aware of does that, especially not one this size. So go ahead and take a little bit of a look at the cab here, or zoom in a little bit. You can see the lights on the top of the cab painted silver. Clear windshield, nice grab handle there. The handle, grab bar, is handrail even, is pretty well scaled for the most part. So that's nice. I tried to take another look from in here at the cab, and there's going to be some glare because of the light, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to see. I'm still going to try. Pretty nice cab. I'm no huge fan of case machines. You guys know I do like the case dozers, but no huge fan of case excavators at some point in time. As long as I can get my hands on another one of these excavators, this excavator will probably turn into a custom piece. I'm not going to go into any further speculation on that right now, but anyway. The body on the other side is pretty nice. The paint's too thick, but they did some indentations for grill work on the side there. And I don't even think you're going to be... Yeah, you can kind of see it in the light, hopefully, there, that there's some indentations. The paint's just way too thick. Again, nice, clean, clear case, CX800 graphics. Up there on the engine cover, you can see in that light that there's some indentations that they put in that as well. But again, the paint's too thick. The railings are a little bit oversized, a little bit out of scale. Nothing major. For the most part, this model is pretty great. I'll go ahead and swing it around. And that's the other thing. This model rolls as well as maybe any other excavator model that I have. The PC1100 excavator rolls pretty well. But this one rolls real nicely. Case graphics, the bolt holes there on the back, the catwalk running down the side again that really does not have any real detail per se. Top of the model, the hydraulic lines that are casted into the boom, nothing special. Hydraulic cylinder guards there. They put a couple of rubber lines down at the bottom of the boom. Nothing too fantastic. The eyelets on the counterweight don't have holes in them. They're not really big enough to have holes in them. That's not correct. There are no bolt holes on the track pads. There's the tracks pushed back in. Go back around. Kind of show you guys the boom, the graphics, hydraulic lines, the bucket. The bucket is really kind of weird. This is basically like a long reach specification machine, but it looks like almost like a rock quarry type bucket on it, like an extreme service bucket. Definitely unusual. They did put some heavy guarding at the bottom of the stick, which is nice. And overall, like I say, a great piece. It curls in pretty well, and the dig depth is nice on it. Turn it around and show you the other side of the boom, and we'll wrap this up. Again, you can see the hydraulic lines they simulated on this side of the boom. Nothing too special. There's the underside of the bucket and the wear plating they put on it. Nothing special, but still pretty nice. Overall, like I say, a nice piece. If you get a chance to buy one, I highly suggest it. I'm gonna, just before I wrap this up, just for a size reference, since I always like to use the matte granite, I'll pull all the way back here so that you guys can see how it looks size-wise compared to the granite. Pretty good size machine. The bucket will fit within the granite dump box, as you can see there. A great piece overall. If you get the chance, I would highly recommend buying one. They are getting to be very expensive, but I think that it's well worth the price, especially if you like case machines. Now there's a more updated version of this now, as the Link Belt 800LX X2, I believe it is. Excuse me, it would not be the 800 LXX2, it would be the 800 X2. I think it's basically the same machine with an updated body and cab. I know the tracks on that one are different. I think the tracks on that one are metal. Of course, that's an expensive model as well. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to the Mike's Model Reviews YouTube channel and like our Facebook page, Mike's Models 2011, for all the latest scale model news and reviews and projects. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.